Hey everybody, peace and blessings to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. I hope that this video, good night. I hope this video meets you well and that you enjoy this recording. I am Latisha. I'm a 42-year-old millennial mom of 5 children. I am an INFJ empath. I'm a light worker, intuitive, writer, creator, poet, and so many more things. And the name of my channel is Latisha Learns Life, in case you are discovering me for the first time. I am authentically me. I'm imperfect. I am in a season of shifting and growing and learning and experimenting and pulling on threads, as I call it. Pulling on threads meaning pulling on the thread of knowledge, of trying to learn more and understand more things. I'm trying to understand and learn about so many different things all at once. However, I take each day a day at a time, and I work on different things different days, and I just continue to try to evolve, try to grow, try to move into what I call my butterfly era, my butterfly period, my butterfly season. You know, I'm developing my language, my understanding, I'm learning new words, and what I'm basically doing is letting you in on that journey with me, and in the hopes that we learn together, we inspire each other, that I share with you the things that inspire me and how they make me feel. I share with you the energy that I feel, because I also consider myself an energy reader. And I share with you my perspective, my intuitive, millennial, idealistic, spiritual, woo-woo perspective on things. So this video that I'm about to record is what I call Latisha Learns Tarot. Latisha Learns Tarot. And I'm going to be using the one and only tarot deck that I have, the Light Seer's Tarot deck, which is a 78 card deck. Oh, I think I should close the windows now. All right, close one of the windows, because there's a little animal out there making some noise. I don't know if it's a bird or if it's something else. It's an unfamiliar sound. I don't know what that sound is. But it's a beautiful spring day. It's April 23rd, 2025. Yesterday was Earth Day. 2 days ago was Easter. So far for me, the energies that has been in my life has been good, positive, inspired, enlightened, good energy. I've only had one issue, I've had a few physical issues, one being that my back, I twisted my back somehow, and I have been in pain. I've been dealing with back pain for a few days now, a couple of days, and it hasn't been fun. But other than that, like spiritually, mentally, vibrationally, good space, good, positive, loving, joyful, peaceful, happy energy, and I'm thankful for that. I feel covered, I feel protected, and this card is what I call my core card in this deck. This is the card that connected me to this deck. This is the reason that I bought this tarot deck in the first place, is this card. So I'm in this vibes and this energy in this space, and I've been in this vibes and this energy in this space for a while, for at least a couple of months, and it's been good. I've been enjoying it. And even though I know, I do have the awareness that there are a lot of bad stuff going on, I know I can see the contrast. I can see both the good stuff and the bad stuff. So I know what's what, But I honestly believe that what I'm doing is important, and anchoring the light and holding the light and holding the vision for the future is an important task, and it is the right task for the light worker, the intuitive, the person who has a mind like myself. So that is my role. That is my main role in this timeline, and I do feel that it makes a difference, and I do feel that it is important. And even though it is not as loud and flashy, I do think that one person makes a difference, and every seed of light that each individual person sows, every light energy, every bit of light energy that they put out is going to make a difference, and it is going to move the timeline faster into the better future and the better timeline, and it's going to shift the energy in our favor if we continue to do that, you know, because even though these people feel like they're powerful, even though there's this illusion of power where the dark is concerned, and you know, the dark powers are concerned, it is not. It is a grasping at, is a trying to hold on to powers that they are losing. They are losing their power, and the more people wake up, and the more people look within themselves and turn on the lights within themselves and draw their energy and their protection and their truth and their understanding and their love and their joy from source, the sooner that we are able to move towards the future that we deserve and the life that we deserve. So the reason I choose to pull today, just to help you to understand how I do tarot, is I am not a tarot reader. So I'm not going to be doing tarot in such a way where I'm telling you I'm predicting this thing or predicting that thing. I am more so learning tarot. This video is Latisha Learns Tarot, and I use the Seer deck as reference. I use their website, thelightseer.com, as reference because this website is absolutely beautiful and this deck is perfect. I find that this deck is a perfect representation of new age energy and modern energy, and I love the write-up on the cards, and I like to talk about them. And one of the things about the write-up on the cards too is that they have the old deck, the old popular tarot deck, the Rider-Waite deck, and you're able to compare the newer card with the older card. So I had done a video on this one already, the Knight of Pentacles, because I pulled this one already, and that's why I ended up choosing 3 cards today instead of 1. I talked about this card, and this card was pulled with, let me see if I can remember, I think it was the Queen of Swords, and I felt like I felt like this card resonated with me and who I am as a person, and how it talked about sowing seeds. On that page, there was this quote. The Pentacle cards, so far that I have learned about, is I've learned about the Ten of Pentacles, I learned about the Nine of Pentacles, and I learned about the Knight of Pentacles. And I gotta say that the Pentacle cards resonate with me more than any other. I think the Pentacle cards seem to align with earth energy and align with apothecary, how do you say it? Apothecary, something like that, herbalism, and connecting with nature and that kind of energy, like grounding and earthing and that kind of energy. So in the Knight of Pentacles, you know, I was talking about earthing, the way how he is barefoot and walking in the grass. And I also spoke about the fact that I love the fact that in this card, he is walking barefoot in the grass as he sow his seeds. The pentacles are the seeds that he's sowing, the seeds of light, the seeds of healing, the seeds of good energy, you know, of abundance, and just sowing beautiful seeds as he walks along the path, right? And the way how he is, you know, you see the seeds, you see the pentacles, the seeds, as I would say, left behind, trailing behind him. Here in this old card is just this one pentacle that the knight is holding with his big heavy armor as he rides his horse. And I compared it to where it looked as he was using the horse as a tool, and his armor was this big heavy physical thing. And I just feel that in this space, the armor is the aura. The armor is there. It's an invisible armor of protection. It's the aura of light, you know, that is very well represented in this image here. And I like the fact that he's not riding the horse, but I feel like companionship here. You know, the horse, and you know, the horse is walking alongside him, and I'm sure that when he's tired walking, he would ask, you know, his friend if he would mind carrying me for a little while. But it's like a relationship, it's a companionship, a partnership, as opposed to domination and a tool. That's how I see it. So I did a video about this, about the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, and you could, you know, look for that. So I don't want to discuss that too much. So I'm going to look at these new cards that I pulled today. And I like to pull cards on days where the energy that I'm feeling is so defined, so I can feel it so strongly that I'm able to really connect to whether I feel as though these cards resonate with me on the day that I pull them, or resonate with my energy in the present moment. I don't know if this one will, but we will see. You know, we will find out what was the purpose of me pulling this card. This is the third card that I pull. I usually pull two at a time. And the first two cards that I pulled was these two. The Knight of Pentacles and Eight Strength. But because I pulled a card that I already pulled before, and I already made a video for it, I decided to pull a third one, and this is the one that come out. So out of curiosity, I'm going to see what the Five of Swords says. But he looks stressed. Okay, so let's go. Let's go down to the bottom of the website, and we're going to look at the Eight Strength, which is in the Major Arcana set. Eight Strength. Strength Tarot card meaning. I deliberately shine my compassion and my strength. I deliberately shine my compassion and strength. Okay, I deliberately shine my compassion and strength. So just taking in that words, and there you go. That is perfect. Perfect for the day. Perfect energy. Once again, the cards have knocked it out of the park. I deliberately shine my compassion and strength. And all of the energy that I'm taking, and this is my third video that I'm recording for the day, and I'm recording because I just feel the desire to do that. You know, today I just feel like a good recording day, and the vibes feel good. I got up this morning, had an early breakfast, took a shower, got dressed up. I did an Earth Day recording, an Easter theme recording, and now I'm doing the tarot recording because I wanted to see how the cards align with my headspace today. Okay, so the strength key meanings: light seer, upright; fierce, serenity, inner strength, innocence, purity, spiritual matters, compassion, the courage of a lion, calmness in the face of uncertainty, quiet influence, graceful leadership, a gifted healer, sometimes lust or animal instinct. So very interesting indeed. Shadow seer, getting blocked by fear, self-doubt, in need to have faith in your inner strength, being guided by the lizard part of your brain, in need to exercise self-control, self-destruction impulses. So if it was in reverse, it would be talking about the shadows that you need to look at, the things that you need to deal with, you know, to improve, to move into a better space, a more light space. So this card resonates for me because I understand about getting blocked by fear and self-doubt, and you need to have faith in your inner strength and being guided. Well, maybe not that one so much. Being guided by the lizard part of your brain, and need to exercise self-control, self-destruction impulses. So I can relate more to the first line, getting blocked by fear, self-doubt, and a need to have faith in your inner strength, but not so much the second half. Okay, the strength overview. Strength's nature is so calm and gentle that even the baby lamb feels safe in her presence. She stands serene and relaxed and allows this energy to guide her every move. Strength always looks like this, and it's not a facade. Underneath her soft and youthful exterior lies the strength and the courage of a lion. She can always access the steady courage that resides within, and it brings her to a place of deep peace. The kingly beast has taken up residence within her heart, and he communicates his warmest roar through her kind smile. She has been working with her animal guide and learning from his energy and wisdom. He has been impressed by her honest motivations and by the quiet, humble courage she displays. He gifts her an understanding of fierce power, and she embodies his teaching fully, gracefully, and confidently, allowing these aspects to shine whenever she is faced with danger or uncertainty. Her gentle touch is empowered by his sovereignty and his ability to exert influence and control. And his ability to exert influence and control is softened by their combined compassion. As a result, the world around them remains consistent, tranquil, and yielding. So it's basically a balance between that lion strength, the strength of a lion, and the softness and gentleness and the compassion and the quiet calm in the face of uncertainty. That's beautiful. And how the lamb feels very safe in her presence. So it reminds me of the poem that I wrote one time called Goliath. And at the end of that poem, you roar like a lion. And it just gives me the whole David and Goliath vibes and the whole shepherd vibes and being the caretaker, being a shepherd and the caretaker of the little lambs that are looking for your protection and for you to stay calm and protect, at peace in the midst of uncertainty. And I love this tattoo here. I think that tattoo has a meaning, but I don't remember it in my head right now. So that's something I'll look into later. And she's wearing a flowing white dress and a heart necklace, and it's absolutely beautiful. And in this image, same symbol. Same symbol. What is this symbol? Okay, I'm going to pause and look that up. All right, so I couldn't remember what that symbol was. And now that I know what the symbol is, I kind of feel silly. But yes, it's the infinity symbol. Duh. I don't know how come I forgot. But I knew the symbol. I just can't remember what it was. The infinity symbol. So I typed into the Google symbols on the Strength Infinity card. And the AI overview says, the Strength Tarot card typically features a woman gently taming a lion, symbolizing inner strength and control over one's instincts. Some versions of the card include the infinity symbol, often a lemniscate hovering above the woman's head. The symbol can represent the endless nature of energy, the continuous cycle of transformation, or the connection to the divine. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the symbols. Woman and lion. The woman calmly taming the lion represents the power of our gentler, more compassionate selves to overcome challenges and create harmony. It also symbolizes the ability to harness inner strength and control our instincts. Infinity symbol. Lemniscate. I can't get that pronounced correctly. At least I don't think so. The symbol, often a lazy 8 shape, represents endless possibilities, a continuous cycle of energy, and the interconnectedness of all things. In the Strength card, it can signify the woman's connection to the higher power and her ability to transform negative situations into positive ones. I just absolutely love that. Other potential symbols. Some cards may also include other symbols like the white robe representing purity, a garland of roses symbolizing desire, and lush greenery signifying growth and abundance. All right, so that's the little AI overview when I type in symbols on the Strength Infinity card. So let's go back to the page, and you see here, I like how so when they were talking about it featuring a woman taming a lion and the infinity symbol over her head, I like this one better because this one, the lion is separate. The lion is something that is external. She's taming the lion on the external. So again, the old mindset is looking at things on an external level or physical form level, And in this image, the lion is a part of her. The lion is her. She is the lion. She's taming the lion within herself, and not even really taming that lion, but more living in balance and harmony with that lion and asking that lion to manage your emotions, manage your responses, manage how you handle things, and how you use your strength. Use your strength in a more calm, harmonious, balanced way. Use your strength correctly. Have some enough self-control not to let your strength bring out that animal instinct and that lizard brain, as we say, the old, just the animal brain, but become one, and let's work together. Your strength, the strength part of me, and the compassionate part of me, let's work together and let us be a safe space for little ones, for those who depend on our love and our care and our protection. So that's how I see this image. Message from the strength. Be brave, sweet seer. Embody your strength and shine courageously in the face of adversity or fear. Face any challenge head on, and instead of aspiring to simply resolve a conflict, work your light and strength to bring feelings of deep peace to your situation. Step into patience and be the fierce serenity you seek. There is great fortitude in your calm heart and gentle demeanor, and a gentle demeanor will not be confused with weakness. In other words, don't take my weakness, my sweetness for weakness. Don't take my calm for granted. Don't take me for granted. Don't see me as weak just because I'm not saying anything, because I'm not being loud and aggressive, and I have self-control, and I'm keeping my head down and doing my thing. Anyway, let's get back to that. A gentle demeanor will not be confused with weakness when you share your gift of relentless love with the world. Shine unwavering confidence. It will give you the composure you need to navigate towards your desires without using excessive force or aggression. Be like water. Flow around through the challenges you are having. And if you find yourself leading others, know that mindful, flexible guidance will be much more useful than rigid control right now. Strength reminds you that you can handle anything that lands on your path. So don't try to forcefully domineer a specific outcome. It's time to bend in order to lead. If you are holding on to underlying fear or doubt, stand strong in your beliefs and desires while bringing compassion and equanimity to the table. You have a chance to use grace to your advantage and to exert your influence for the greater good. You are powerful, and your purity of heart is a beacon of strength and inspiration to those around you. Deep breath in, calm your spirit. Deep breath out. Send peace to your situation. Deeper breath in. Call on your guides to lend their support. Deeper breath out. Strength. Beautiful, and I think this was the absolute right card for the day, for the energy that I'm in. So on point. Questions for the seer. How do you find courage in the face of shadow? Are you using all the wisdom that is available to you? When faced with a challenge, how do you react or respond? Are you being taken advantage of or walked on because of your soft nature? Fearless serenity is grounded power. When do you feel powerful in life? And okay, so that's that. Let's learn about Five of Swords. And like I said, I think that's a perfect card for the day. This here, on the other hand, I am not in this energy at all based on this picture. At least, I'm not in the energy that's up front. There's something different happening behind here. What's going on behind here? I don't know. But he looks stressed. He looks really, really stressed. I don't feel that at all. Okay, Five of Swords. So this is I believe, a Shadow Seer card, it looks like. My lessons move me ahead always. Light Seer. Conflict, losing a challenge, unfair advantage, experiencing loss, the opportunity to build your skills and your confidence. Shadow Seer reversed, taking unfair advantage of a situation, winning at all costs, deceitful strategies, and feeling guilty about your victory. Psychic attack. Okay, so losing challenge, unfair advantage. Nope, this card does not resonate with me today at all, but we will learn about it anyway. Five of Swords overview. He shakes his head and tries to get his bearings. How did that happen? He was outsmarted and outjusted and totally overpowered. He lost 4 of his birds in a chaos, and nothing seems fair about his situation. He was promised a fair fight, but certainly wasn't given one. The outcome was determined the moment he agreed to this, but it was rigged, unfair, and he was never strong enough to overcome his adversary. He watches his opponent celebrate his advantage and his win. Even through loss, his loyal crow, his favorite, remains. The birds wait for a moment and then whispers. You came with your integrity and you left with it. You did your best. You still have the higher ground on the higher road. He looks back, knowing he will recover, and realizes he has learned more than he has lost. He lost only to win the most important things: pride in his values and in his actions, clarity around what's needed to succeed, and an understanding of the type of person he is and is not. Okay, so let me be perfectly honest with you. As I read this, the whole time, as I read this, let me just grab this one right here. I saw this person, the Lotus Queen, as I would call her. I saw and felt the energy of the Lotus Queen. Do you know who the Lotus Queen is? Do you know? Have you watched enough of my videos to know who I'm talking about? But I saw the image of someone clear as day in my head, and this did not feel like my card. This felt like her card. So that's what I felt. And I'm not going to tell you who the Lotus Queen is. But you if you watch my videos, you will know. I might put the name at the bottom in case you don't know. All right. So as I was reading, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about I saw her I felt her energy aligning with this card, to be honest. So, that's just sharing that. Okay. Comparing the two cards. I'm not even going to say anything. Just look at them and see the difference. I don't feel like talking about it. There's just a difference. Totally different. Message from the Five of Swords. You may have experienced a failure or lost a battle that has left you a little bit sore. Sometimes life isn't just and unfair. Sometimes life isn't just, and unfair circumstances or unexpected losses can drain our energy for much longer than they need to. Often it's the fear of failure alone that does most of the draining. If you have had an experience that's left you feeling outwitted or outplayed, put things into perspective and remember that this is one chapter of your story that doesn't define you. Wins or losses are part of human experience. The key to self-improvement springs open when we are faced with our own shortcomings. Boost your consciousness, upgrade your skills, and build on this experience. Carefully consider where you place your trust and your confidence next time, and study the playing field to find your success. In Shadow, we learn that winning isn't everything. The obsessive desire to win can have us stopping at nothing to feel victorious, and in the long run, we can risk everything we've built along the way. You may find yourself a few steps backwards after winning if you are not bringing your integrity to the games. If someone else's negative energy has got you down, send them some fierce love and move on with your day. Don't let them derail you. Stay true to your heart and what you know to be right. Live and learn, lovely seer. And like I said, again, reading the second part also feels in the same space and the same energy. This doesn't feel like my card. This feels like hers, the Lotus Queen. Have you won your spot fairly, justly, honorably? What steps are you taking to right any injustices in the world? How can you help the disadvantaged or underprivileged? Put another way, what has your advantage or your privilege gifted you? And how can you spread the love? If you were wronged or defeated by someone, what lessons did you take away that made you stronger? Did you use the loss as a powerful instigator of your magic? In adversity, integrity and grit are beautiful allies. How do they support you in times of difficulty? How could you lean on them a bit more? So I think these are very, very interesting cards. Interesting. I pulled 3 cards today, and this is my card that resonates with me the most. And the message from this card is sowing seeds. Sowing seeds as you walk along the path. Just sow the seeds of love and joy and light and good energy that will make a difference in this world. And don't worry about other people. Just do your thing. Just stay grounded and present and do your thing, you know? And don't try to dominate, but be a companion to the animals and to nature and be in harmony with Mother Earth. And also, learning this card is about the balance between your compassion and your strength. It's okay to be both things. You can be compassionate and strong. You can be a safe person, but a fighter. You could be fierce, a fierce, confident, strong fighter, but still a safe space for those who depend on you, depend on your love, depend on your support, depend on your protection. And this is a Shadow Seer card, and this one I align with the Lotus Queen, and how losing a battle isn't always losing. Losing a battle sometimes is just to make us stronger. It's to make us reevaluate. We were supposed to gain the lessons and the knowledge from the battle, you know, and not beat ourselves up about it too much, you know. Just pick ourselves back up and get back into the fight. But and no, because this is what the card said. The write up on the card, the crow, the companion, which I love that the animals are companions in these cards, you know. He said, just know that you brought your integrity to this battle. You brought your integrity. And let me see if I can find it real quick. So his companion, his crow companion, whispers to him, "You came with your integrity and you left with it. You did your best. You still have the higher ground on this higher road." And I just do think that those words are for the Lotus Queen and for anybody else who was in a fight like that. But I can tell you the fight that she was in, the pressure that she was under, and the fight that she desperately needed to win and didn't, because her adversary, you know, did not come to the battle with integrity, and her adversary won by you know, doing what he needed to do to win, you know, like anyway, let's not get into that. So at the risk of this tarot Latisha Learns Tarot video being longer than the usual 40 minutes, 40-ish minutes, I kind of was curious to see what will come up when I type in crow spirit animal, because I found it interesting that his companion was a crow. So I'm curious about that. So just bear with me a little bit as I read a little bit, as I carry you a little bit further on this path of learning and, you know, just learning. Crows are often revered as spirit animals due to their association with knowledge, transformation, and adaptability. They symbolize intelligence, adaptability, and a connection to the unseen aspects of life. In many cultures, crows are seen as messengers, bringing insights and guidance, especially regarding change and the mysteries of life. Here are some detail. Here's a more detailed look at their spiritual significance, knowledge, and insight. Crows are often linked to the intelligence and wisdom, suggesting a need to embrace your own intelligence and learn from life's experiences. Very interesting. Transformation and change. They can symbolize the need for personal growth and embracing change, both within yourself and in your environment. Adaptability and flexibility. Crows are known for their ability to adapt to different situations, encouraging you to be flexible and resourceful in your own life. Connection to the unknown. Crow's association with the unseen aspects of life suggests a need to move to be more aware of the deeper meanings and hidden truths. Message and guidance. Crows are often seen as messengers delivering important messages of insight, especially when you are facing a challenging period. Cleansing and renewal. In some traditions, crows are believed to be cleansers, helping to purify both the physical and the mental realms. So I find that to be very, very interesting. And it only goes to show that the crow in this card, the Five of Swords, is actually very intentional. You know, the artist of this deck is so talented and so gifted. The people that pull together this deck that they created, absolutely just enlightened and gifted and beautiful and intentional and wow and wow and wow and wow. And just out of curiosity, I want to do the pick a card. I want to do the pick a card feature and see what comes up. Interesting. The Devil card came up. The Devil Tarot card meaning. In the darkness, I am free to heal everything. And that's where I'm going to end. I just was curious, but at some point maybe I will pull the Devil card physically and we will learn more about the Devil card, you know. But the quote, it says, in the darkness, I am free to heal everything. And actually, I had an idea for a video in relation to the devil. So maybe this is a sign that I should go and put together, see if I can formulate my ideas for that video. You know, on my channel. My channel is not about fear. My channel is not about harnessing the power of darkness, but transmuting dark energies into light. That's what I'm about. And that's what I'm working on doing. And just thank you for watching today. I appreciate you investing your time in learning and growing and becoming with me, and also putting up with my rambliness every once in a while. Thank you for watching. Lots of love, peace, and blessings.